This is a microphone off the boom arm kind of episode right here, boys. We are in for it, and that is just something that we are going to have to live with from this point on. So, if you guys haven't heard, the New Orleans Saints have taken a massive hit, and what I mean by that is we are not going to be having Drew Brees for an extended period of time. We don't know exactly how long it'll be until Drew Brees is completely healthy, but the injuries he has are ones that take a while to heal and are dangerous if played through, because this dude is so banged up right now, and I'll go over it, that it's kind of ridiculous to me that Sean Payton even started him at all against a team that is missing 14 players. I have to condemn that decision. I don't understand what the point was. And before you guys say, well, he got hurt mid-game, Drew Brees came into the game versus the 49ers with at least one cracked rib. That's what's said by sources. That's why he was wearing that flak jacket on the sideline that we all seen before the game started. He was wearing that rib guard because he came into this game with at least one cracked rib. I don't understand why the hell Sean Payton thought that it was a good decision to even put Drew Brees in this game, knowing how important he is. I will condemn that. But I don't think – it was probably a Drew Brees trying to talk Peyton into playing. I don't know. Drew Brees has a warrior spirit. Before we go into what this means for us and all of that stuff, let's go ahead and look at the injuries that he's sustained as a whole, and let's talk about that, because that's obviously the most important part of today's video, because sadly this is the second year in a row that we've had to make a video like this, because Drew Brees has missed he missed 6 games or 5 games last year, 5.5 games, and he's threatening to miss about 4 to 6 weeks here as well. So Drew Brees has multiple rib fractures on both sides of his chest and has a collapsed lung on the right side. Like, dude, that's insane. So the collapsed lung can heal in anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks, and the cracked ribs can take anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks. We don't know exactly how it's going to be. Those are the real-world timetables. We all know that the NFL timetables are a bit better because of the health care that these players are provided, so it could be a little bit less than that, but we're still going to be seeing a good bit of Jameis Winston time. The crazy thing about this injury is the fact that I'm not even going to go into what we're going to do after it. I want to talk about the warrior spirit that Drew Brees has. It's insane. So not only did he come in and play this game knowing he had a cracked rib, wearing that flak jacket, that hit by Contavious Street literally screwed his internals up because of the fact that he was already hurt. But not only did he come in with a cracked rib, Drew Brees, after that hit, still led that 2-minute drill. He got hurt with 8 minutes left in the second quarter. He led that 2-minute drill, scored a touchdown with the New Orleans Saints offense, and then just disappeared because of course, those injuries are too much to play with. The fact that he was even able to go back out on that field and lead this team when he has multiple cracked ribs and a collapsed lung, that's insane, not to mention his shoulder injury. So this is a huge hit. And I know all of us are sad as hell right now. It's upsetting. It's not something that we want to see. It's not something that anybody can stomach hearing about. It sucks. When Drew Brees even shows up limited on the practice report, Saints fans flip shit because we know how important he is. But we got to remember, okay? We got to remember this. Sean Payton took Teddy Bridgewater, who is coming off of one of the worst injuries in NFL history, whose leg was pretty much non-existent after that injury, took a chance on him, signed him as a backup, and turned him into a starting quarterback. Not only did he have a above-average good season with the New Orleans Saints, he went 5-0 as our starter and was actually had one of the best years of his career as a whole when he got thrown into the fire. If Sean Payton can make Teddy Bridgewater a starting quarterback, I am not worried about his ability to do the same with someone like Jameis Winston, who has proved to be a perennial talent. Now, does he throw a lot of interceptions? The answer to that question is yes. He did throw a lot of interceptions. There was a pass that was almost picked off against the 49ers, but you cannot ignore the fact that this dude has thrown for 5,000 yards in a season, and in that same season had 30 touchdowns. If you cut out the interception total, he had a fantastic season. We just have to make sure that Sean Payton preaches ball security to him. So let's go ahead and take a look at the New Orleans Saints schedule for the next 4 to 6 weeks and really talk about how much of a chance we have at still going to the playoffs and not falling behind in the NFC South. The Buccaneers, I want to tell you right now, if you guys win the division over this, that is the most tainted divisional win ever, and you need to just shut the hell up. I don't want to hear anything about it. So, the New Orleans Saints on Sunday. This is a 100% a Jameis Winston game. There's no question about it. The New Orleans Saints will be playing the Falcons at home. We know what happened last year when we played the Falcons at home. We got absolutely obliterated 26-9. I'm hoping that changes. Sean Payton should, and I'm telling you guys this. This is something that I've seen all over social media. And I know this video is a lot of rambling, but this is just me trying to tell you guys that this team will be perfectly fine. I've seen all over social media people bashing Jameis Winston already. Go back and watch the highlights of Teddy Bridgewater playing against the Los Angeles Rams when he got thrown into the middle of the game. The game plan wasn't made for Jameis Winston to succeed. He was using pretty much a downgraded version of the playbook that Drew Brees was using, the game plan that Drew Brees was using. So it wasn't catering to Jameis' strengths at all. Expect a few deep shots. Expect a good bit of ball security, quick passes. Jameis Winston should have a good game against the Atlanta Falcons. Will we win? I don't know. I haven't seen this team play yet. If the defense can play like they have over the past 2 weeks, if they can return to Teddy Bridgewater form when our defense played absolutely fantastic, that those 5 weeks Drew Brees was out, we have a good chance to go pretty undefeated here. And I'm just being honest. The next game we play is the Broncos. Drew Lock has not been great. I'm not worried about that game much. Then we play the Falcons again in Atlanta. I expect us to lose one of those Falcons games. Then we travel to Philadelphia to play the Eagles, which will probably be a Jameis Winston game as well. The game I would look for Drew Brees to return to, even if he's not completely 100%, is the game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Because if Drew Brees isn't playing, depending on how Jameis Winston plays, that's probably an easy L for the New Orleans Saints to take, man. So there's a lot to think about. I'm confident because I've seen what Sean Payton has done with guys like Teddy Bridgewater. He even made Taysom Hill look good behind at passing a few times. He's a fantastic coach at game planning to player strengths, and that's just something that we need to pay attention to. I'm excited. I'm not too upset. I think Drew Brees needs this rest, and he will be ready to go for the playoffs. He'll be ready to go for the stretch run if we do indeed make it. I'm excited to see what Jameis Winston can do. This right here caters a lot to if we will re-sign him or if we will indulge in the draft to get a quarterback. Jameis Winston will not only be playing for the heart of this team, not only be playing for the heart of himself, but he will be playing for his career. If Jameis doesn't have a good stretch while Drew Brees is out, the Saints won't re-sign him, and he will be a backup somewhere else. And that's just how it is. This injury sucks. Drew Brees, like I said, is expected to miss at least 4 to 6 weeks, in my opinion. I don't know what the exact diagnosis as far as weeks go is. I'll leave it down in the comments as soon as I figure it out. But, man, we got a long road ahead of us, Saints fans, so get ready. Get ready to cheer famous Jameis on, and let's hope that he can eat some W's with this team. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Adios. Heads up, everybody. We'll be fine.